Hi, this is Bill Cullen. We call the show Cullen's Adventures, and we're going to set forth on it on this end of spring day in a northerly direction, about as northerly a direction as you can go, in fact, right smack up to the pole. This little glide across the glaciers was prepared as a special service by this station and is furnished by Grolier Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge, the foremost children's encyclopedia for more than 50 years. To the makers of calendars, next Sunday has a number of distinctions. In the northern half of the globe, the hemi of the sphere, arching up from the equator to the North Pole, it represents the first day of the season of summer. In the semi of the hemi extending from the equator up to the Arctic Circle, it's the longest day of the year. And in the demi-semi hemisphere beyond the Arctic Circle, Sunday represents the halfway mark in the season of the midnight sun. Because the Earth makes its journey around the sun, not straight up and down, but slightly a tilt, the sun is visible all day and all night at the North Pole for 6 months during every year, from the beginning of spring to the beginning of autumn. Within the confines of the Arctic Circle, the sun stays above the horizon for some 40 days, from late May until mid-July. Sunday marks the midpoint of this period of 24-hour-a-day sunshine, the day on which the sun at midnight is higher on the horizon than at any other day in the year. And here from the Book of Knowledge are a few further facts to back that one up. I'll start with a fact dispelling a fallacy. The lands and waters within the Arctic Circle are not the coldest in the northern hemisphere, winter or summer. Temperatures have been recorded in the central interior of Canada much lower than in the Northwest Territories above the Arctic Circle, and the same is true of the island of Greenland. Curiously enough, the ice cap, which covers 4/5 of the island, stops considerably short of the northern tip. In summer, this part of Greenland, known as Pearyland, is one of the largest snow-free areas on the island. Now, here's another fact that might surprise you. The frozen north wasn't always frozen. There is evidence to indicate that many millenniums ago, it was practically tropical. Rhinoceroses have been found perfectly preserved in the ice of the Canadian Arctic, and since the rhinoceros is a tropical animal, the assumption is that there was once great steaming jungles where now there is mostly ice and snow. Oh, and something many people don't realize. Flowers grow above the Arctic Circle even now. Though the soil in summer never thaws to depths of more than a few inches, that's all some flowers need. So if you ever spend a summer in the land of the midnight sun, don't be surprised to run into such old temperate zone faithfuls as the poppy and the dandelion. You won't, however, run into too many people, even in summer. The year-round population of some 11,000 Eskimos is increased in the warm season by an influx of reindeer herders from northern Europe and Asia, but the area is still not what you'd call crowded. And if you're looking for a place to get away from it all, this may well be the spot. Since summer temperatures range from 70 degrees down to below 50, you'd be wise to invest in some good heavy blankets. But don't bother to pack any electric bulbs. It's light, remember, 24 hours a day, and lamps aren't necessary even for reading in bed. And that, it seems, is all we have time for in this quick tour of the lands of the midnight sun. Before we go, here's an invitation for parents. If you'd like to receive a sampling of some more interesting facts and figures in booklet form, a booklet put together with the youngsters in the family in mind, let us hear from you. There is no charge for it. All we need is your name and address on a postcard. Mail it to Cullen's Adventures, Box 3400, Grand Central Station, New York City, and we'll send the booklet right out. I'll be here on this same spot on your dial tomorrow for another edition of Cullen's Adventures, furnished by Grolier Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge. Hope you'll be on hand. Till then, Bill Cullen saying goodbye.